All right. Everybody seen Dame, 71 point. Everybody seen Donovan Mitchell, 71 points. It seems like this guy getting closer and closer to the Kobe Bryant 81 point mark. A lot of guys are able to hit 70 in the game, but a lot of guys ain't able to hit 80. You got to think about that. And these guys, he did against the Houston Rockets are bad, like one of the worst teams you can ever find in professional sports. Trust me, believe me, I'm from Houston. I didn't see him play live. But we got to start telling the truth, and the truth and nothing but the truth will help me God. Like Kobe Bryant, 81 points, probably the greatest single scoring performance in NBA history over Wilt Chamberlain. And let me tell you why. The Lakers was getting blew out. Now, Toronto Raptors won a very good team itself, but it wasn't the damn Rockets, all right? It was one of the middle of the pack teams, 35 to 40 win team, 25 to 35 win team, right? With Chris Bosh on that, Jalen Rose, some new pieces with a lot of old veterans on that team with a good coach. Casey, I think, won a coach of the year. Anyway, so there's some guys on that team who can play, but there wasn't a very good unit could put together with young veterans, with veterans like Jalen Rose and young vets stud like Chris Bosh, right? They didn't match together. The Lakers was getting their ass whooped in that game, like they ass whooped to start off the game. And ironically, the Lakers end up whooping their ass. Like the Lakers needed every part of the Kobe Bryant 81 points. Like every part, like he was down, he was on a losing streak, Lakers, and they had needed a win. And Kobe with Smush Park and Harden Brown on the court said, "I'm not losing today. We got down. I'm not losing this team." He went up 3-pointer, jump shot, mid-range, dunk, layup, the free throw line. He did everything in that game you could think of an offensive player in an era of our six where pace was the space was just still wasn't great, not like today. It was jam-packed lanes, but they played the zone against you. Play the zone against Kobe Bryant, you're gonna get your ass ate alive. You don't play the zone against a guy that can score and shoot. It's just a recipe for disaster. Right? Dame made 13 threes against one of the weakest defenses in NBA history this era. I think it should be a shame that how these guys are scoring so easily, and the commission needs to make a decision on that. But even when Wilt Chamberlain did it, I don't take nothing away from Wilt Chamberlain. I think he's top 5, one of the greatest players ever, one of the greatest scorers ever. I don't take, because he did win 3 championships, right? Two or three, and he won in an era where it wasn't just plumbers and it wasn't just white people he was dominating. He dominated them when he averaged 50 and 20, but he still won championships, still averaged over 30, and still was a dominant player. Was all-time leading scorer to Kareem broke him, right? So he still competed and was dominant, was one of the great athletics, so we got to give him credit. But back then when he scored that 100, nobody could guard him. They was 6'6". Like, no, he was the biggest guy in the NBA. Kobe is a 6'6" guard, and that's the average height for like a wing player. So, and he got wing players significantly tall, like 6'7" and 6'8". Kobe was listed 6'6". So to be able to do that, to be able to come back, and they came back, y'all. Listen, they was getting their ass whooped. He came back and whooped their ass and scored 81 points. Game over. All right, like, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think. I think Kobe Bryant 81 points is the greatest single performance game in NBA history, even over Wilt. What y'all think about Dame Lillard at 71? Like, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think. I'm out.